So in this quick video, I want to share with you a quick tool that's going to help you to create premium landing pages very quickly, but with this kind of result that I'm going to show you for this landing page. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to reload the page because this page is fully animated from top to bottom. So it is using frame motion at the background. So as you can see right off the bat, we have this cool animation with the nav bar and the hero section. And also notice that we have at the background of this beautiful hero section, the animated grid, giving this a premium feeling. Then we have the social proof infinite animation. And then we have the how it works section, as you can see, also animated, so we can hover over the elements that we want to see with these beautiful images. And also we have the feature section, and also if you can see it, we have a little bit of the animated grid at the background at the extreme left and right. Then we have the pricing section, as you can see, fully animated with the price counting, but also the features gets animated from left to right. Then we have the counting animation for the statistics, and then we have this beautiful newsletter. As you can see, as I'm scrolling up and down, it gets a little bit faster. Then we have the frequent asked questions, and finally we have this beautiful footer, fully animated footer section. And also this, it has the dark mode, says it uses shadcn at the background, and it is fully, as you can see, it is fully responsive. So I know that there are some of you will say that this can be built by AI, but with not or not with this accuracy and this kind of results. And we're going to be using a tool that I created by myself as an experienced web developer to be able to get accurate results without having to reprompt over and over and over again, or it's going to cost you a lot of money to be able to create that kind of landing page. So now, after I showed you how what this tool helped me to build, so now let's show you the tool. So now what we're going to be doing is heading over this website. So I'm going to create a new tab, and so this is the website that we're going to be using, ballstack.dev. So I've used it throughout the years in my YouTube channel, and I'm improving it since. And so I created this SaaS, complete SaaS architecture for web developers to be able to create SaaS very quickly. So this is my objective. And the page builder is just a tiny tool from this whole system. So I'm not going to talk about the postdoc.dev, so feel free to explore what's in there. So the thing that I'm going to do right now, uh, I'm going to head over the page builder. And one heads up, you need to be signed in to be able to use this page builder. So you can play with it, but when you want to actually use the CLI command, because that's the only way to be able to download the page builder. So this is going to be disabled. So you need to be logged in to be able to enable this button that we're going to be using later on to be able to download the landing page. So anyway, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button. So I'm not going to waste any time to talk about the page builder, how it works, so you can see how it works by creating the landing page. So I'm going to click on this button. So this new dialog will pop up, and as you can see, I have 39 components to choose from. So also another quick heads up, they are not completely free. There are some of them that are pro, but they are really premium components and also fully animated. So the first component that we're going to be using of obviously a nav bar. So I'm going to type in the nav bar. So I'm going to choose this one. Then the next component that I'm going to be adding, and also another thing that you can see, we have the control panel to be able to actually control the component just from here. And also I can add so I can add menus, and also I can change the submenus in here. So for example, here I have 3 elements, and if I delete this one, As you can see, it is deleted. So the goal here by creating this page builder is to code less as much as possible as you can do to be able to free time to build other things or creating the feature or the main feature of your SaaS. So this is my whole objective. So now let's keep rolling and building this landing page. So the next section that I'm going to be adding is the hero section. So I'm going to type in hero, and as you can see, so these are the hero sections that I'm providing now. So, and also another thing that I didn't mention, so for the whole components or the landing page components, because I have many sections, I have 72 components, but I'm just using 39 components for testing this page builder. And as time goes on, I'm adding more components that I already built in bolstack.dev. So this is the one that we are going to be using that I showed you in the final product. So I'm going to click on this. So as you can see, fully smooth has been added very quickly in the page builder. And also I can each component has its own hero section, or sorry, its own control panel. So I can change, as you can see, so I can change the rating, the main heading. So we're going to get into this when we start changing all the data to be able to actually get the same kind of mock data that we used for our final landing page. So the next one that I'm going to be adding is the social proof. So this is the component. And also what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this off to be able to actually get the sliding animation. Then the next section that I'm going to be adding is the how it works. So notice how easy and very quick to add all the blocks. So think about it if you want to do this manually or using even AI. So you need to reprompt even with the best models. But this we have already pre-configured, pre-created tools by our experience with developers. I've already done the effort. I already like did everything that I do to make sure that this is fully working. And also I did all the tests and I packaged this in a tool that I can use first to solve an issue for me, and also I'm providing it as a service for other web developers that if they are if they want this or they see some value from this. So the next section that I'm going to be adding, so let me go back to the landing page, the final product, just to see the section that I added. So this is the section that I'm going to be adding next. So it is called the features section. So also I have here these components. So the one that I used is this one. Next, I have I think the pricing. So this is the one that I'm going to be using. So notice how smooth it is to really create this whole landing page just by dropping the components and you are ready to go. We have this one and the last one. So we're gonna stop here. So we have 9 blocks as you can see, and also I'm providing this drawer to be able to change the position to make things easier. So I can, for example, change like this. And as you can see, it has been updated in the page builder. So you don't have to do it manually because you can do it manually just from here if you want to. But if I added this drawer to be able to save time and also with more convenience from here, you can just add the component from here if you want, do the search, delete. So as you can see, uh, I try to think about everything just to make the experience of the page builder a lot smoother. So we're gonna stop here, and also you can turn the light and dark mode on to be able to see how it looks. And also we have the preview mode as you can see. So you can preview how it looks. And the exciting part, I'm using the shadcn theme system. So here, if I click here, I can be able to choose the theme that I want, and the theme that I choose for this one. So as you can see, so the whole ambiance of the landing page changes by just selecting the theme just from here, and you can choose the theme that you want. So this is the page builder. It has pretty much everything that you need. And also I'm working on a feature that I think that's going to make this page builder a lot smarter, and I think that a lot of people will like it, is the AI feature, where you can just like have a dialogue or something and just type in the prompt, and it's gonna do all the work, like selecting the components, populating the data automatically. All you have to do, just do some checking and tweaking, and then you can download the component. So now what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna populate the data, and I'm gonna show you how to do so. So now we're gonna populate the data for all the blocks that we added in the page builder. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna reset the component to get back the default data. Then what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna click on this button. So we can use AI, but in a different way, and it is completely free. So I'm gonna click on this button. So we're gonna have this window, and then I'm gonna select the model. So I'm not using the API yet, because if I do so, it's gonna be paid because it's not free. But the thing that we're gonna be doing here, so this is gonna open up a new tab in the Gemini chatbot website, and then we're gonna paste the prompt, because each component has its own prompt to be able to paste without having to type anything. And then we are gonna get back the JSON format to paste it back in our page builder. So here what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna change the topic idea, and I'm gonna say AI content generator, and I'm gonna click on this button. So it's going to open up, as I said, a new tab in the Gemini website. And then what I'm going to do here, so let me choose this one, and I'm going to paste the prompt, and then I'm going to get the JSON format. So this is the one that we're going to be using. So I'm going to I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to go to this button. So we're going to have this dialog, and I'm going to paste this and import. So as you can see, the data has been imported quickly. So the only thing that I'm going to do here, so I'm going to change the name of the website, and then I'm going to change the icon. So I'm using Lucid React library. So as you can see, we have 363 icons to choose from. So I'm going to choose this one, as I showed you in the demo of the application. And also you can play with the menus in here. So what I'm gonna do here, so I'm gonna delete this one, and I'm gonna delete the sub menus as well. So now as you can see, we don't have the sub menu. So the also we're gonna be doing the next thing. So I'm gonna click on this hero section. I'm gonna click on this button. And now I'm going to turn this on, so to not open up a new tab, because if I do so, I'm going to have 10 tabs opened in the browser. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just copy the prompt, go back and paste the prompt related to this component, and send it to the LLM. And again, I'm going to get another JSON format, but this one is related to the hero section. And I'm gonna paste it in here. So as you can see, I have my hero section with the new data ready to be used. And also I'm gonna keep doing the same thing. So let's do this. So I'm gonna do the last one for you, and I'm gonna keep doing this to not waste any time. But as I said, I'm working on a feature that's gonna fully use AI, but it's gonna be paid to do all of this work, and not like go back and forth between the chatbot and the page builder. So let's do that again. I'm gonna click on this button, copy the prompt, go back to the LLM, paste the prompt in here, and get the JSON format. So let's copy this one and go back to the page builder, open up this window and import. And as you can see, it has been imported successfully. So this is how it works, and this is how we populate the data, and we're using AI uh, freely. It's a little bit repetitive, but this is the way how to do so to be able to actually save time and build a page builder like this very quickly.